Hello everybody and welcome to another X5 of Spades Dark Souls 3 video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to farm for large Titanite shards, Titanite chunks, sunlight metals for the Sumbros Covenant, and also any of the Lothric Knight armor and weapons that you can get in the game. So to do this, obviously equip your Symbol of Avarice, which increases your item discovery 100 points. Also, make sure you're running the Silver Serpent Ring and the Gold Serpent Ring for increased souls and increased drop rate. And then the Rusted Coins. So basically, if you're on a base luck, you should be at about 313 to 320, give or take. You can also run the Crystal Sage's Rapier to give an additional drop rate. So one thing to note, the Knights will always drop at least a large Titanite shard, which if you're gonna have to buy them, they're 4,000 souls apiece. So with a with the Miracles build, you can two-shot these guys with without the right ring setup. You can one-shot them with a decent ring setup. But right now we're going for souls and items, so we're just gonna take a little bit extra time and deal with them like that. So we will do that, and don't forget to kill off the healer guys. Otherwise, they will make the knights a lot tougher to kill. They're not really hard to kill; they just make them tougher to kill, especially if you're running a Mimic Head. Probably the best thing, other than the shards and the metals and the embers that these guys drop, are going to be the straight sword, the Lothric Knight straight sword. I run one of those plus 10 lightning infused, and it's pretty sweet on a 60 faith miracle build. If you're doing this for the sunlight metals and not the shards and not the chunks, it's probably not worth it, simply because you can do a boss fight in about the same amount of time as it does to take to get a single medal. But I wouldn't say you're guaranteed them because it's RNG, but I would say that it's a whole lot more likely to get them quicker this way. So if you're having to wait a long time to get the summons up, and then here we go, yeah, that's my first Ember I got. So again, this is another spot right before you start New Game Plus or New Game Plus Plus, whichever. This is a good place to farm for more Embers instead of having to buy them, and especially if you've already bought up all of the ones that the Shrine Handmaid sells, or patches, or Grey Rat sell. For the most part, this is probably the most efficient way, other than the Winged Knights on top of the Grand Archives, but you can do this earlier on too. Basically, once you kill the Dancer, you can come over here and kill these guys, because this is the first bonfire right after killing the Dancer of the Boreal Valley. See, I didn't kill the healer the first time, and that's what happens. You have to deal with that. The Red Eye guys are almost always a two-shot, even with the Sunlight Spear with my max ring. So if you're melee, just remember that it's going to be a little bit more difficult. And there's my first sunlight medal. So yeah, it took me, not speeding this up, it took me about 5 minutes to get the first medal. Sometimes I can get 3 in 5 minutes, other times I can get 1 in 5 minutes. It just really depends on my luck. It's all RNG. There's nothing you can really do to improve it other than wear all the right equipment. And again, I wouldn't really recommend this to people that aren't playing an offline character only, or don't have internet access. And if you haven't tried a miracle build yet and you have problems with Nameless King, holy crap, this is insane. You can 3-shot the dragon, and basically you switch over to Dorthus Nog, and you can knock him out in about 10 shots. As you saw there, without the shield, without my other rings, I hit him for 1400. This guy, just the Lothric Knight. So Sunlight Spear, even though it does cost a lot of FP, it's super effective. Alright guys, so as you can see there, you get about 25,000 souls per run. The run takes about 30 seconds to a minute depending on how quick and effective you are. So you can get about 250,000 souls in 10 minutes, and that'll be all.